In Access, you can create labels. For example, address labels. You can create name badges and other types of output. So in order to do so, let's say, for example, we wanted to create some address labels for our customers. We could choose our customers tables, and under the Create, there's an option here under Reports for labels. So we'll choose that particular option. And normally you would have some type of label that you've purchased. For example, Avery labels come in all different types of sizes. They come in multiple labels per sheet. So you would just determine which label that you would be using. This gives you the measurements for the labels and the number across. Is it 1 column or 2 columns or 3 columns? So you would just choose those accordingly. So I'm going to choose this one, the 2660, and I'm going to leave all of those others by default. And I'm going to leave by default. You can change the font name and size and so forth, but I'll leave those for now and just go to next. Now this is where you would choose what you would like to show up on your label. So normally on the first line you would want the person's first name and last name. Now what this will not do is in between the first and last name you need a space there, so you need to go back and click between those and add a space. And then I'm going to press enter to go to the next line and add the street and enter, and then go to the next line. I'm going to add my city, and in between the city and state there's usually a comma and 1 space, and I'll choose the state and 1 space and choose the postal or the zip code. And in this case we will not use the country field. So if we click on next, we don't need to sort by anything for our purposes, and I'll just call them the labels for the customers. That's fine, and it will display the labels here. So make sure that you have a space between the names, a comma and a space between the city and state, and at least 1 space between the state and the zip code.